Francesca Evans from LymeOnline, bringing you your weekly bulletin, including the latest news, sport, weather forecast, and what's on in the Lyme Regis area. Lifeboat Week, one of the most popular summer events in Lyme Regis, is on course to have raised more than £40,000 for life-saving charity, the RNLI. As the week came to a close last weekend, the figure stood at £38,367, but Treasurer for the Lyme Regis and Charmouth Lifeboat Supporters Group, Brian Kersley, said he expected a gross figure of about £43,000 when the final receipts come in. He is still totting up the figures, which would have been further boosted by collections at a firework display on Thursday night, jointly organised by Lifeboat Week and Regatta and Carnival Week, which gets underway today. Highlights of Lifeboat Week included a parachute drop by the Army's Red Devils display team, a pirate-themed day, and the annual bathtub race, fun run and swimming challenge. Among the most financially successful events was a daily wine, water or snack tombola outside the lifeboat station, which raised a stunning £6,200, and a bookstall with £3,000. Police investigating an incident in which a man reportedly injured a seagull by hitting it with a cricket bat in Lyme Regis are appealing for information. The incident occurred at the western end of Marine Parade near Poco Pizza at about 3:50 p.m. on Sunday, July 17th. It was reported that a man swung at the seagull with the cricket bat, causing a broken wing. Like all other wild birds, gulls are protected under the Wildlife and Countryside Act, making it an offence to intentionally injure or kill any gull. The man is described as white, aged in his 50s and about 5 feet 10 inches tall. He is believed to have spoken in a South African accent and was wearing a grey Jim Beam t-shirt and a grey hat. Anyone with information is asked to contact Dorset Police on 101, quoting the crime reference number shown on screen. A new meeting space and cafe has temporarily opened at the former Regent Cinema in Lyme Regis. The fire-stricken cinema has stood empty since the auditorium was burnt down over 6 years ago and was beginning to attract vandalism and antisocial behaviour. After taking on ownership of the site from WTW Scott Cinemas last year, businessman Seb Walther has let the frontage of the building, largely unaffected by the fire, to Steve Postles, a local fisherman and owner of harbourside business Deli Welly. Mr Postles will be running what is now known as the Phoenix as meeting space and cafe on a year's lease, while Mr Walther continues working on his long-term plans for the entire site. He says he has grander vision in mind and hopes for a prosperous future for the building. An independent facilitator will be brought in to oversee an away day being planned by Lyme Regis Town Council to work out unresolved differences between members. It is hoped the meeting, which will be held in private, will finally put to bed issues within the council chamber, some of which Town Clerk John Wright said had gone back 10 years. Some councillors have questioned the need for an independent facilitator to be brought in, but the clerk has said councillors had shown that they were not able to resolve their personal differences themselves. He said the facilitator would tell some home truths and things people did not want to hear, but acceptance was the starting point for change. The meeting is expected to be held after the council's summer recess. Lyme Regis is mourning the loss of former local businesswoman Sue Langdon. Sue ran the town's travel agency Your World Travel in Bridge Street for 36 years and was said to have loved Lyme Regis, her work and customers. She died peacefully on July 22nd and is survived by her partner Ivor and parents Brian and Doreen. Her funeral service will be held at East Devon Crematorium on August 12th at 12:15 p.m. Lyme and Lyme Regis started the cricket season in tremendous form, but a batting slump in recent weeks saw them drop to 7th place in the Devon League C Division East. But last Saturday they returned to winning ways with a narrow 26-run victory over bottom side Apottery, moving up to 4th place and back into the promotion race with just 12 points separating the top 4 sides. No team is running away with the title, with all 3 of the top 4 sides having lost 5 games. Against Apottery, Lyme batted first, setting a mediocre target of 168 for the loss of 9 wickets. Jacqueline Wilson, with 35, was top scorer in an otherwise mediocre batting performance. Lyme picked up 18 useful points to put them back in the promotion race by dismissing Apottery for 142 in 29 overs, thanks to a fine bowling performance from Joe Ellsworth, who took 4 wickets. Today, Lyme returned from their cricket tour in Leeds for a crucial away game to second place Alvington and Countess Weir, where a good points haul is essential to maintain their promotion hopes. On Sunday, Up Lyme are also in action, competing in the finals day of the Devon League's T20 Corinthian Cup at Ivybridge. With the football season just 2 weeks away, many clubs are struggling to sign sufficient players, but news that Devon and Exeter Premier champions Lapford had withdrawn from the league came as a shock to the football fraternity. The Mid-Devon club, who had been in operation for 100 years, lost a number of players after being rejected by the higher Devon League because their facilities did not meet the required criteria. This resulted in a number of players leaving the club because they wanted to play at a higher standard. With Thorverton and Beer Albion moving up to the Devon League following promotion, that means that the top 3 teams in the Premier League are now out of the running this season. Lyme finished in 5th place last season, but manager Julian Simier will not be fooled into thinking that the loss of the leading teams will enhance the Seasiders' chance of topping the table. As proved last season, there are no easy games in the Premier League. Lyme's pre-season programme continues today with a home friendly against Ilminster Town kicking off at 1 p.m. Lyme Regis Regatta and Carnival Week gets underway today with the opening weekend highlights set to include a torchlight procession through the Seafront Gardens tonight from 9 p.m. and a family dog show on Sunday at 2 p.m. Full details of the week's programme are available on the Lyme Regis Regatta and Carnival website or on leaflets available in local outlets. Also tonight, the Nag's Head will be hosting one of its weekly live music nights from 9 p.m. Heatwave weather has returned to Lyme Regis and wall-to-wall sunshine is forecast for the weekend with high temperatures of 23 degrees. Thanks for watching LymeOnline's weekly video news bulletins. You can find out all the latest local news on our website or follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram for regular updates. Have a great weekend and enjoy Carnival Week.